What up, Prince Sports here. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. Now, y'all know today's Saturday. Lots of NBA games are taking place right now. And one of the best players in the league, Kevin Durant, he ain't playing. But he's damn sure watching the games. And he's watching one player named Brandon Ingram. Okay, the guy that a lot of us said remind us of Kevin Durant. So he chimed in and said, hey, he's a big fan of Brandon Ingram. He watches him every game. So Kevin Durant is definitely on the lookout for Brandon Ingram. And he says when he watches Brandon Ingram play, he thinks of himself. He's like looking at himself in the mirror. He says, he reminds me of myself. He's a little bit further than I am at this stage. I feel like if you continue to keep working, he's with a great organization that's going to push him and put him in good position to be who he is. Continue to just work hard, believe in himself, and everything is possible for him. He's a great player. I watch him almost every game. This season, I'm a huge fan. And, he continues to say, hey, I'm rooting for the guy, this, that, and the third. But he also said something that's kind of, that stands out a little bit. He said at this stage, Brandon Ingram is a little farther along skill set wise. He's a little more fluent. He's more advanced at this time than I was. When I was his age, I was just running, jumping, and shooting threes. And he has better ball handling skills than I did at this age. He could go to the basket, pull up three. He should do stuff that I couldn't do at this age. So he's alluding to the fact that Brandon Ingram is a little more further along at this age than Kevin Durant was. Which is, I actually agree, because if you look at Brandon Ingram's ball handling ability, he could get to the cup a little easier than Kevin Durant did when Kevin Durant was his age. And he's a little more quicker. He can finish with both hands at the basket. He's a good finisher at the basket. And Kevin Durant became a good finisher at the basket as time progressed. But Kevin Durant was always a better three-point shooter than Brandon Ingram. So he's always had the J over Brandon Ingram. But Brandon Ingram could get to the basket a little better than Kevin Durant at that age. I agree with him. Brandon Ingram's a beast, third-year All-Star. He needs to be a little more efficient on his scoring. I give him that. He's not on the same level with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was efficient from the jump. When he came into the league, Kevin Durant was efficient. That's something Brandon Ingram needs to work on. He's like 7 for 20, things of that nature. But if you also watch Brandon Ingram play, he gets to the cup a lot. So he's getting to the free throw line. So a lot of those inefficient numbers you see is because he's getting, hit. He's going to the basket, he's missing layups, but he's getting the foul called. So he's go to the free throw line. So he got to the free throw line more than Kevin Durant did at this age. But, man, he continues to be, at this pace, he's going to be a great basketball player, man. I always thought he was a little taller. Like, he's definitely a baby Durant because I thought he was taller. I thought he was like at least 6'9", 6'8". Come to find out he's only like 6'7", but he's on his way, man. I think he's going to get a max contract offer from the New Orleans Pelicans. And he should, because this guy has potential for being a second option or a first option. But I think it's clear that the Pelicans want Zion to be their number one option. And he probably should. But I'm a number one fan for competing for that number one spot. If you're a true alpha, you got to compete with Zion for that number one spot. Who knows? Maybe Zion can drift off to come to a number two option. But Brandon Ingram is on his way, man. He's going to be an all-star for years to come. And it's good to see Kevin Durant is acknowledging that. And he's actually watching Brandon Ingram, But Brandon Ingram's shot needs to get better. It's not on Kevin Durant's level. And Kevin Durant still remains a better defensive player than Brandon Ingram. But Brandon Ingram has some long-ass arms. When he digs in, he can still play some good defense when he wants to. But he's still not along Kevin Durant's level yet. Prince Sports out. Keep it 3,000. Peace.